Well, how's it going? I'm slumming it today because I've been working on this pond and doing all kinds of crazy things. What's everyone doing? How's it going out there in fish tube land? This lily's gone, or this lotus has gone nuts. Hey Dan, hey Tim Buck, what's up Sadly Punk? Sadly Punk, did you like your nuke footage of a tail? Because they don't listen and come out for pictures. What's up Jess? I've been working on this pond today. I trimmed out a bunch of plants and pulled a bunch of algae, and I got this snake cam. So I've been spying on the ropefish. I don't think they have babies yet, or if they do, those eggs and those babies are down in that mud where I can't see them with this snake cam. So I got some cool footage with it though, of them hanging out in the macaroni and stuff. I'm going to put out a video later once I get time to edit it. So I got some cool video with it, but I did not see babies / eggs. So, nothing some scissors won't help cure. Uh-oh. What are you cutting off, Dansley? Yeah, I was spying on them. Pretty hardcore. Yeah, I think they hit them in the mud, if they're in there. If they're in there, I think they're hidden in the mud, which is exactly what I expected them to do anyways, so. I didn't let him buy a new one. Yeah, that's my dad's Wi-Fi enabled snake cam. It's got a light on the end of it and it's Wi-Fi, so it connects to the phone. So I've got the footage that we got today. I was talking about the red tiger lotus and curing growths with scissors. Ah, yes. Yeah, I could cut it down, but it's kind of cool looking. I think I'm going to see how many leaves it puts up, and then I'll decide what I'm cutting off. Because there's like 5 of them, so there's 2 right here. This one hasn't reached the surface yet. There's another little one starting right there. There's one big one right here that put all these leaves out. And then there's another one right over there that hasn't hit the surface yet. So there's quite a few of them in there. What else? I got my list ready for the club meeting next week. I got all my paperwork filled out. I just got to write my papers. So you get extra points in the BAP and HAP program if you write like a little 250 word, I think it is, essay about the propagation or the breeding of whatever it is you're turning in. So you get extra points for that. Dan says, yeah, if they're getting direct light, there's no need for the lily pads. Oh, they're getting direct light. I just chopped a whole bunch of wisteria from right here back so that this one would get light again, because the light was being blocked by the mass quantity of wisteria. Dwayne says, I just finished watching Dwayne's replay. Are you seriously planning to do Splash Tetris too? So cool. Yeah, Splash Tetris is going to be my next distraction project. I like to keep other projects other than the Ropefish project, because this is like an ongoing, like, rest of my life type of thing. And I still love aquariums and aquatics, so I need other projects, and I think Splash Tetris is my next one. I want to see them jump out of the water and lay eggs. I want to see that. Oh, Matthew Fott with the $20 super chat. Thank you very much, sir. Doesn't say anything, but I appreciate your support because you're pretty awesome, and thank you very much, sir. Ty says pond looks great. Thank you. Big City Bettis is here. Hello, Amber. How are you? Greg Jones says, what do baby ropefish eat? Infusoria, blackworms? Jury's still out. Not really sure. I'm guessing Infusoria, Paramecium, that kind of thing. The jury's still out. I don't have any yet. And then Dansley with the $5 super chat, because dragons need coffee and good coffee ain't cheap. That's right. Fair trade coffee ain't cheap. And that's the good coffee. I got my ears out today. I feel like I look a little bit like a, I don't know, mouse, rabbit, something with ears, elf. I don't know. Whatever. FishTube says, I'd imagine the eggs are like 1/8 of an inch, so on the bigger side. The problem with the eggs is that they're black. Very difficult to see, especially when you put them on mud. William Jansen says, dragon, question mark. Yeah, they'd call me. Do you think my ears look like dragon ears? I don't know. They need to be bigger for that. I don't know. Dan says live your best elf life. That's right. Especially when you can speak Elvish. Because I can do that, and it's lame. I'm kind of lame. It's okay. Oh, instead of a mouse, yeah. Dragon mouse. Oh, you guys, this research about this trip to Nigeria is freaking me out a little bit. Not gonna lie. I really need to go to Nigeria. I really need to see all the things. I think it's gonna take me like 2 years to plan this trip out, and I think I'm gonna have to hire a bodyguard or something. I don't know. Hello, Phil. Phil, every time I see your name in a chat, all I can think of is when Michael called you his wife when I was in Connecticut. And so every time I see your name, I want to be like, how's Michael? Bob says I've got 2 pairs. He's talking Splash Tetras in the outside tub. Not sure if I fry yet or not. Have some fry. I cannot ID. Some I can. Yeah. I need Splash Tetras in my life. I heard you were breeding them in tubs. I want to do them in a paludarium. Because I want to film and I want to see the jumping out of the water and the laying of eggs. Sadly Punk says we need LRB to get a ropefish pond for the newts. We just need him to bring the newts down and set their tank up. That tank's been ready for him to set up for a minute. He needs to get it done. William says that is good. Let it take time. I do some research too so that the regions calm down a bit. Yeah, they're calming down. I'm worried about them ramping back up. I've been doing a ton of research on it. It's just I really think I'm either going to get kidnapped or something. I don't know. Pam says, oh my god, it's a dragon in a pond. Hello. Hello, Pam. Dan says, I got a 20-gallon half-moon tank. Now to decide whether to do the black water betta in there instead or a more vertically oriented shrimp tank. Ooh, go up with shrimp. You know what I always wanted to do? I was talking to Lucas about this, so here's an idea that I'll give you guys. I think somebody needs to build a tank that almost looks like the original Donkey Kong, right? With the ladders, right? And the layers and the levels. I think somebody needs to build a shrimp tank like that where the layers come out like this, and they can like burrow in there like ants, like an ant farm fish tank for shrimp with like planted layers of moss. Wouldn't that be sweet, Dan? Oh, Bob Keller with the $20 super chat. He has kennel duty this PM at the Ark. We'll go #lurker, #OG squad mode soon. OG squad, Bob. I love it. I need to know all of your information about your Splash Tetras. Because Splash Tetras are on the list. It's on like Donkey Kong. That's right. Somebody needs to do the Donkey Kong. Ginger Graves says, a pharmacist I work with is from Nigeria. She never tells anyone when she's going to Nigeria to visit family. And she always hires bodyguards. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And, like, Nigeria is listed on, like, the threat level as, like, maybe don't travel there. But the areas of Nigeria that I want to go to, like the Cross River and the floodplains in the Delta, are listed as, like, don't go. Don't ever go right now. You're going to get kidnapped. Like, that's just what's going to happen. So, it's not just, like, I want to go to Nigeria. I want to go to the scariest place in Nigeria. And I want to go to the middle of nowhere. Because I want to go out to the rivers and the floodplains and stuff, which is not going to be in, like, the touristy section where you're, like, maybe safe. No, it's going to be the middle of nowhere. So, logistically, it's troublesome. So you're going anyway? Yeah, Phil, so I'm going to go anyway. So I told my mom, I'm like, no, I'm going to go. I just really need to have several plans in place. I need, like, the plan, right? So, like, this is how I'm going to get there, this is what I'm going to do, this is who I'm going to stay with, this is how I'm going to get back. And then I need, like, the emergency plan, where it's like, this is what we're going to do if Haley gets kidnapped. Or this is what I'm going to do if I have nothing because I got robbed, or something like that. Let's see. Bob says, I have lots of overhead plants in the tub, but no jumping to date that I've seen. I bet they've jumped. Phil says, I've heard you can look up videos on the YouTube, safety first. Yeah, but I need to see it. Like, I can get videos back all day long, crappy videos of stuff that's not really what I want, or I can just go see it myself. Like, I need need to be where my fish is. I need to be the fish where the fish is. If that makes sense. William says, middle of nowhere, as close to a war zone as possible while dipping your head down in a lake. So, not being able to view the surroundings. Dragon power. Right? Like, that's... Is that crazy? I think that might be a little bit crazy. I still am going to do it. Eventually. It's going to take me a long time to figure it out. Oh, Amber's going to be my bodyguard. Thanks. We're going to get kidnapped together, girl. Because, seriously, like, I love you to death, but I'm not sure you against an Uzi-filled truck filled with Nigerian Boko Haram, some crap. I don't think we can handle that. Amber, yeah, you'll also be kidnapped. We're gonna get kidnapped together, Amber. Adventures, right? Greg says, have you identified a local Nigerian who collects ropefish to sell? I have. I have a local Nigerian, I have an exporter, and I have a research scientist from a college. So, with those 3 contacts, I'm going to try and get out there. My problem is I really need to do a bunch more research on, like, the tribes that are in that area, because my collector is from one tribe, and I'm not sure about the whole, like, inner workings of the different tribes in that area and how it goes, because, like, I don't want to go and hang out with this guy because he's in this tribe, and this tribe takes care of me, and then that tribe gets wiped out by another tribe or some crap. It's very tribal. I got to figure all that out. There's a lot more research to do. Parlay to Spirit says, I would be more worried personally about the diseases over there and hippos more than kidnappers. I'm not worried about diseases. There's vaccines and stuff I can do for that. Hippos, just don't mess with hippos, like, in general. As a general rule, stay away from hippos. And if you see hippos, maybe don't be in their area. 8 out of 10, a scale. Yeah, William. FishTube says, if you did see them in the wild, it's still not going to tell you how they're really breeding. I know, but it'll at least give me more. I just need more, FishTube. 8 out of 10 on a crazy scale, yeah. Use a hollow deck? Yeah, that'll work. Phil says, kids with guns on heroin. Parlay to Spirit says, oh my god, my head went right to Pirates of the Caribbean, aka tribes, aka cannibalism. Yeah, that's kind of where my brain goes to. I don't think it's that serious, but, I mean, it's not that serious. It's definitely, like, pirates, because there's pirates on the coast. That's one thing you have to be careful of. The closer you get to the coast is the pirate situation, because there's a pirate situation, and then there's, like, the terrorist situation, and then there's, like, the oil situation, and the tribal situation. There's a lot of situations, and I'm only slightly versed on them. I got more research to do. Greg says, how do they catch them in the wild? Fish traps? Okay, so in the wild they build these elongated reed traps. So they're like big reed traps, and they bait them with palm fruits, and they put them in the shallows. Now, the Nigerian doctor that I've been talking to just got done publishing a study on the male to female ratio in the Cross River of ropefish, and it's skewed. There's more males than there are females. They think that that's because they're trapping them in the shallows, and the females are hanging out deeper in the water, protecting the offspring, which would make this situation I have in here look very promising. So, there's that. So yeah, they use fish traps. That was a long way to say they use fish traps. Okay. Dan says, have you pinpointed the area where they collect and taken a look on Google Earth? Yes, I have. It's not enough. I need more. I still need more. But I have done that. Pam says, I need to go to the store tonight and my tags expired last night. Well, live your best life, Pam. If you get pulled over, make a new friend. William says it could be extremely wonderful as well. Right, I could get there and it could be totally cool, because I've also read a bunch of stuff where it's like, don't believe the hype, Africa's not that bad, they make it sound all crazy, it's not all that crazy. I mean, it's fast and the people are loud, and because they're very friendly, and they I've read that they don't understand personal space, so they're like gonna like touch you and things. I don't know, but it could be amazing. Phil says, all kidding aside, what a great plan for a trip, right? Like, all kidnapping and terrorists aside, I'm super excited and I want to go. Dan says palm fruit. Does the fruit lure them in or lure prey in they feed on? Not a clue. It confused me as well. I'm not sure why palm fruit, because the other collectors that I've talked to, they said that they bait them with earthworms or fish bait or something like that, but these were collected using palm fruit, which I think was really weird. And I'm not sure whether it attracts something else to eat that and then that attracts the ropefish or what, but this is why I need to go. I need to ask all these questions of the people that are actually doing it, not third-hand information I get from the exporter that talks to the collector, because there's a language barrier. I need to be there to specify my questions. Maybe the insects and fry and inverts are attracted to the palm fruit. Or maybe they eat it, I have no idea. Greg says, I think you should order some palm fruit and see. I didn't even know you could order that. I'm sure you can. But it's interesting. I'm not trying to, well, it's not a bad idea. I've never seen them eat anything that wasn't meaty. That's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Phil's goldfish ate mulberries. Wow. Just says what kind of palm fruit. They have palms in Africa. Yeah, they have like palm plantations in this area. Like mangroves and palm plantations. Ropefish versus palm fruit inspired by Jeff Rose. Yeah, I'll give him a credit in the like a shout out in the description. Will they eat the palm fruit? The question is, how do I film that in this pond? I bet it attracts little bugs too, Jess. I bet it attracts little tiny bugs that they have out there and worms and stuff. And then that's what the ropefish come in for. It's not a bad idea though. It would be very, yeah, I think we're gonna have to test that. Somebody send me a palm fruit. Somebody tell me what a palm fruit is. Now I need to Google this. What does this thing look like? Why have I not already Googled this? Huh. Palm fruit. That's a big fruit. That's a big fruit! Well, I guess it's a big fruit with a bunch of little fruits on it. Oil palm fruit. I wonder if I can get that at Kroger. Can you get that at Kroger? I don't know. It looks like a peach? Yeah. Maybe check with your professor friend, see if he knows the type. That's not a bad idea. They have it here at the sales they have every Saturday. I need African palm fruit. It's true. I need the right palm fruit. What's up, Sean? I still don't have any shell dwellers. Welcome. AFR. African palm fruit. Yeah, that's a little bit more red, isn't it? Elysis. Genuisis. Commonly called African oil palm or macaw fat. Takes 5 to 6 months to mature. From pollination to maturity, is reddish and about the size of a large plum, and it grows in large bunches. That's a big tree. Principal source of palm oil. See, that's the problem. Stupid palm oil. Stupid palm oil. The farming of the palm oil and the destruction and the... Hey, Angie. AKA Mrs. B. How are you? Yeah, almost guaranteed to be palm oil type since the economic crop. Yeah, it's definitely the palm oil stuff that is causing issues. What's up, Shelby Ray? Yeah, I'm going to pull one of these tiger lotuses to take to the club. There's a lot of tiger lotus going on in there. Spam. And most likely for them to have easy access to it, yeah. Because it grows there. Anywho, I did a big water change on this today. So hopefully when it rains later, they will feel like it actually rained. I'll probably hook the lightning back up. Sean says, if my theory works with the wisteria, I can send you some Sumbu. Yeah, you can. It's gonna work. They're like totally different color, those pictures that you sent me. So I sent Sean some wisteria for his Sumbu, or however you pronounce it. It's a cichlid. He's trying to breed them. And let me tell you something. They went from looking washed out to looking fly. They got all kind of color on them now. Oh, fish tank barn's here. He's lurking. What are you doing? You're lurking in your barn? Lurking in your fish tank barn? I think I'm going to, once I get my garage cleaned out, put some fish tanks out there. I've got this little room out there. I'm going to try to seal up and climate control and see if I can put some fish tanks out there. Some big fish tanks. Might turn that into like my live streaming room if I can get the temperature right. Might turn it into my live streaming room. I'll probably put more ropefish ponds out there because I love them. I think I want to move like some ropefish ponds out there and possibly the bashirs. And do like some big bashir tanks out there. I think that'd be sweet. Pam's getting nervous. What are you getting nervous about, Pam? Oh, Amber says, the Wizards wild bettas are doing great. Hardcore little things. The juveniles like to spar. I was just talking about those the other day when I was looking in that peacock gudgeon tank. There's only 2 peacock gudgeons in there. One of them is super teeny, and he's a real Napoleon, let me tell you. And the other one is kind of passive. But there's only 2 in there. I don't know where you were getting, like, there's a bunch of them in there, but there's only 2, because I've been checking on them and making sure, because I'm like, these are the Green Water Wizards ticket to macrostomas, and I have to take care of them. Fish Tank Barn says you should just take Zenzo with you. I should take Zenzo with me. Somebody call him. Hey, Zenzo, you want to go to Africa with me and be my bodyguard? Because I need a bodyguard. Parlay says, I need to purge these snails both types soon. They'll be taking over. Yeah, that's how it works. Select Pet is fixing to do water changes. Thought he'd drop in. Hey, you get them water changes done. I was at LRB's till 4 a.m. doing water changes because I had to get the rest of them done. And the RO is not fast enough, ever. Ever. It's never fast enough. Jess Shrimp says, my new little beta's coloring up nicely. He swims too fast for me to take good pictures. He's also not a fan of snails. Yeah, my beta is not a fan of snails. Grouchy is not doing good, folks. Grouchy is on his way to fish heaven. He's so old, and his face is all swollen, and he stopped eating the other day. So we're on Grouchy going to heaven countdown, because it is not looking good for Grouchy. It's making me sad, but he made it almost 4 years, so... And he killed a lot of things in his lifetime, so you gotta give him that. Sean says, I'm 6'3" Irish, built like a defensive lineman. I'll go if we add a trip to Lake Tanganyika. Oh, Lake Tanganyika. That's probably the only way I'm going to get in there, is going with somebody that's going to Lake Tanganyika and then making them do an extra stop. So, maybe. FishTube says, the more an RO filter unit runs, the more it slows down from getting the salt in the filter. Yeah, we just need a faster RO unit. It's not going slower than normal, it's just going slower than me. And I need it to be faster. Jess says you should get one from Alluring Bettas, then we can have fish siblings. He still has some left. If Jordan wants to send me a fish, he can send me a fish. I'm kind of holding out for Baby Batman, though. So one of the panda bettas that Lucas bred is the most adorable panda betta ever, and it's my buddy, and I get to feed it all the time. And his name is Baby Batman. It has the cutest little face. And I'm kind of gonna make Lucas give me Baby Batman. He probably won't, because it's one of the first bettas that he bred, but I'm in love with Baby Batman. Let's see. Dan's talking snails. Baby Batman is so cute. Bob says, I saw 2 longish ropefish at the LFS this evening. I wanted them so bad, but no good home for them right now. Yeah, my LFS has them back on their master list, and I want to go get them and save them from their nonsense, because they have them listed as eels. And also, God knows what tank they put them in. But after the baby ropefish jumped out of quarantine, I have told myself I am not bringing in any new ropefish until I have a ropefish quarantine system that matches my theory about ropefish, because how am I going to sit here and preach that this is a semi-aquatic fish and then quarantine it in a fully aquatic setup where it can't get out and then it jumps and dies and then I'm an idiot. So, I can't go get them because I don't have a quarantine system yet. Amber says you need a pair of something, Machachi? Those dragon wilds you love so. Yes, I do. I was looking. That's the name of them. I gotta write that down. Because I was looking on Aquavid the other day because I need a new betta. Because my betta is gonna die on me. And I was trying to find those dragon bettas that I love so much, and I couldn't remember the stupid name of them. So I was like looking through everything, which is ridiculous on Aquavid because let's be honest, there's like a million things on there. And half of them aren't what you say they are, so I gotta write that down. Okay. Hang on. Where did it go? M-A-H-A-C-H-A-I. M-A-H-A-C-H-A-I. Betta. That's the dragon. That's the dragon betta. Here's the real question on that, though, Amber. How crazy are those going to be about pH? Amber says she's got 3 spawns and she's going to hook me up. Most of the ones on Aquabit are not fantastic. Okay, Amber's going to give me those, and she's going to send me all of the information on their care. Correct, Amber? You're going to email me your little... I know you've got a little thing set up for all your spawns and all the fish you've done, so you're going to send me your little worksheet deal, right? Right? They like it hard. Good. They'll fit in nicely. Send me the info. I need all the info. Told you not to show those mystery snails the pop-up book. Oh, Pam. Yes, notes. I'm gonna need notes, because I like to do the research. Rob, party people, what's up? I'm bringing my male betta, or not my male betta, my male pea puffer to the club auction this week. Because I got no use for him at the moment. And if I'm going to breed puffers, I'm going to breed dragon puffers. So I'm getting out of the pea puffer game. Who likes duckweed? Not me. You want to hear something funny? The bear's been taking care of my fish tanks. Because I've been so busy. He's been feeding them and he's been doing like little odds and end things that I have him do while I'm at work. And there's duckweed in like every tank. I had duckweed in one tank. Now I got duckweed everywhere. Select Pet says, did you say dragon puffer? I did. I did say dragon puffer. Greg says, do ropefish go through a dry period during the dry season? Well, they're equatorial, and even their dry season has rain. So, yes, there's a wet and a dry season, but their wet season is still tropical equatorial, so it's not like things are drying up. It's just less rain. Jess Shrimp says I cannot look at puppies on Craigslist. It kills me. Yeah, I can't look at a lot of things on Craigslist. I end up spending my money. Parlay says there's a thing called a dragon. Yeah, that's like the dragon puffer is like the common name. I forget what it actually is. Select Pet says, is there a dragon puffer? My brain is picturing a ropefish puffer hybrid. No, it's just, they're just awesome. Dragon puffer. Hang on, let me see. Dragon puffer. They're like ambush predators. It's like an Asian, or sometimes they call it the humpback puffer. Hang on, let me show you a picture. It's like a mottled puffer. This is Wet Spot's picture of the dragon puffer. This is like an ambush puffer, so it's not like pretty like the Maboo puffer, but way cooler markings, red eyes. I think they're pretty sweet. Plus, I love an ambush predator. Bum, 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 bum. Amber says, I love duckweed. It's the best accessory for any bare bicep. You know what? Duckweed, not so bad. I will give duckweed the not so bad tag because it doesn't really take over my tanks because I have flow. So, duckweed, If it ends up in my pond, I'm gonna kill it with fire. You know what I hate? Reishi. Crystalwort. Reishi. That floating, horrible hitchhiker of a plant that just sticks to your arm and one little piece of it sticks right there and it's over. Ugh, I hate Reishi. Amber says, I've had it hitchhike on so many dates. Always a fun moment when you're surreptitiously picking dried bits off your arm during dinner. Yeah. No, I hate Reishi. I hate it. I hate it with a passion. You cannot clean a tank without getting it all over your arm. It's horrible. Ugh. Bob says, I'm getting 2 Dragon Puffer siblings, just waiting on them to be eating better. I'm so excited, aka humpbacks. Yeah, they're pretty cool, right? I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the red eyes. I love a fish with red eyes. I think that's intense and satisfying. Parlay to Spirit says, Dan, what kind of loach would go in a 20-gallon long? I could look for one at the LFS. Loach in a 20 long. Loaches, most loaches get big, right? I don't keep loaches. Loaches eat snails. I don't keep them because they eat snails. Coolie loaches are super cool. Never see them unless they're going crazy. All these ropefish were out because I did a water change and now they all went back to sleep. Lazy ropefish. Yeah, Dan says he doesn't have any experience with loaches either. I'm not a fan of the loaches because I'm a fan of the snails. I don't like things that eat my snails. Hashtag snails. I do love a good snail. I need more types of snails. I think I have an ear infection. My ear is like killing me. I need more types of snails. I'm like shoehorned into this ram's horn thing. Jess says if you have enough of them, you'll see them, especially if you feed them bottom feed or bug bites. I bet they're cool when they come out, though. Sean says, I slipped on oil at work, landed right on my knee, just woke up, it's swollen, it doesn't really want to bend, and got one more 18-hour shift in 2 hours. Good luck to you, sir. I'm so sorry, but good luck to you. Hillstream loaches are amazing, says TJZZ Adams. Yeah, I like Hillstream loaches. Like, if I was ever going to do a loach, Hillstream loach. You wanna know something crazy though? They say Hillstream loaches need like lots and lots of flow. Lucas has them in a tank with no filter and no air, and they've been doing fine. So, Amber says I've got a few snail species at this point. Yeah, I need a new one. I need something weird. I need something. I like those, whatever those snails were I was telling you about the other day, Dansley, that have the like horns on them. I think those are pretty cool. But they eat plants, I think, and that's no bueno. I don't know. I just need a cool snail. Dan's got those chopstick snails. Those are kind of cool. Dan says I'll trade you some stuff if you like. Yeah, we can work out a trade. I don't know what I've got that you'd want, but wait till I get baby ropefish. Then I'm be on the trade front for reals. Parlay to Spirit says Hillstream loaches look like plecos. So cool. I think they look like little tiny stingrays. Stingray suckerfish. Like if a pleco and stingray had a baby, it would be a Hillstream loach. Black sesame seed snails? No. But now I gotta research that and write it down on my piece of paper here. Black sesame seed snails. Spikeback Malaysians. Spikeback Malaysians. Black. Oh, fly. Black sesame seed snails and Malaysians. Spikeback Malaysian. Back Malaysian. This is my ropefish notebook. It's got like all my ropefish notes that like I took about my ropefish. My actual ropefish binder's like this big. Phil says he still has freshwater clams going on 2 years. That's pretty darn good. That's actually really good. Those are hard to keep alive. Even in green water. Phil says, I've seen babies. You've seen baby freshwater clams? Did you breed freshwater clams, Phil Emerson? Because that's amazing. Kudos. I'll have a list for ropefish babies for sure. Yeah, that's one thing you got to think about when you're taking on like a big project like breeding ropefish when nobody's ever done it. The research gets intense. And you're going to end up researching things you did not think you would be researching. Why is this so cold? I guess it's already up to 82. You're going to end up researching things you did not think you were going to be researching. Like, sorry, this algae is driving me nuts. Like bugs and African tribes that you didn't even know existed before then. This fly! Okay. I got problems here. Like this algae here that's driving me nuts. Come on, algae. Thank you. That's one thing I love about this pond, is that I've got all these isopods and stuff running around in here. And springtails. I found some springtails outside. Put those in here. They're not really going that good yet, but they're gonna. What I love about this pond is when I pull algae, I just throw it into the dirt so that like it molds and rots or whatever and starts to decay, and the springtails and the isopods eat it. And that's fun because I don't have to go get the trash can. Select Pet says pond's looking good, thank you. Very thick substrate, and he has seen baby clams. That's insane. Keeping them alive for 2 years is fantastic. Seeing babies is just crazy and awesome. Greg says, any difference in growth rates and fertility, etc., between fresh and brackish habitats? No clue. I can tell you that whole brackish thing, they don't spawn in brackish. They don't live in brackish. Yes, they can be found towards the coast in brackish waters because they can survive it. That does not mean that they like it. They are not a brackish. Ropefish are not a brackish fish. That is a myth. That is a myth that I'm going to dispel. Parlated Spirit says that wisteria is really cool. Watching how big it's getting in your pond. I'm gonna have to find some for the 20-gallon long setup. Goal is tomorrow. Yeah, this stuff is insane. Like, I pulled like 6 shoots off the front of it, and it still looks like I've done nothing. This stuff goes down like about to my wrist. But it's all growing like all the way over here and all the way over there and all the way around. And it is that thick all the way down, which is amazing. Oh, Fish Tank Barn with the $5 super chat. Installing a new AC unit that I bought 2 months ago. Nice. At least you're getting around to it. You're actually going to start needing it now. Thanks for the $5 super chat, man. I'm going to need to talk to you a little bit more if I do this garage thing about how you insulate and deal with your fish tank barn. Dan Slee says, some plants, that millipede puffer, and I can send you some snails, plants, moss, shrimp, whatever. I'll message you later. Oh, okay, sweet. Man, I need to hold on to that millipede puffer. Wonder how they ship. You think he'll bite through the bag? He's kind of a jerk sometimes. Shrimps. Why is everybody trying to get me to keep shrimps? You know what I want? Some vampire shrimps. I think those are cool. Send them in a deli cup. That's not a bad idea. Ah, leaf. It's not a horrible idea. You send me a message, Dan Sleeve. We'll talk. Oh, Greg Jones. Wikipedia. The male reed fish then scatters the egg among aquatic vegetation where they stick to plants and substrate. Larvae hatch rapidly after 70 hours but remain attached to vegetation. Yeah, I don't think that's accurate. Sorry. I'm rewriting the Wikipedia on this crap because that ain't what goes down. That is not what goes down. I bet the larvae probably do hatch after 70 hours. They're not going to remain attached to the vegetation. They're not hanging out in the vegetation. And they're being protected by the females. So, Wikipedia can suck it. Because I've done the research. And I don't know who wrote the Wikipedia blurb, but, no. Nope. Oh, Ginger says I'm really sorry about Grouchy. Yeah, me too, but in his defense, he's almost 4 years old, so he had a good run. Dan says you said you wanted some wild shrimp for your tanks. I can send you a bag of calls. That's not a bad idea. I do love the wilds. I do love the wilds. Yeah, we're going to rewrite that Wikipedia crap, Greg Jones. Don't be believing that crap. They'll also tell you they're brackish. They'll also tell you that blah, 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 blah. No. Nobody understands this fish. Parlay to Spirit, I was looking at shrimp videos today. I only have ghost shrimp so far. Pet stores here below. Yeah, I have ghost shrimp. They're little murderers. I have seen a ghost shrimp pluck a guppy fry out of the water and eat it. Jeremy says, you won't find those snails in your research. I collected and was breeding some snails from a creek that looked like mini ram's horns, but they were jet black. Oh, so you have the information there, Jeremy. You want to send it to me? You want to tell me about this snail and then you don't let me do the research on it? Come on, bro. Send me some research. Jeremy says, I tried bringing some to my club auction. The auctioneer called them black sesame seeds. The name stuck, but for some reason no one wanted them. People don't know what they got. I need some black sesame seed snails, because that's cool. Yeah, shrimps ship pretty good. They don't have a problem, really. Bob's lurking and walking dogs, probably. Parlay to Spirit says, wow, I really didn't realize they would eat a guppy fry. They're only in my mystery snail and ram's horn tank. Yeah, they're meat eaters. Them ghost shrimp, they get crazy and brazen. I got 2 that have survived because I used to buy ghost shrimp to feed the ropefish because the ropefish like to eat them. But yeah. Shrimp, ship, good, well. Shipping shrimp goes well. Thank you, Pam. Yeah, and Dansley's right. There's definitely different types that are sold as ghost shrimp. The lucky one, like if you go get a bag of ghost shrimp and you get grass shrimp instead, you'll know because they'll breed in fresh water. Those things are sweet, and I would love to have some. So if anybody has grass shrimp, I need those. Ghost shrimp and that other species that I forget what the actual ghost shrimp, and then there's one other species. Those are brackish breeders. They will not breed in your tanks. Jess says, I'd avoid any ghost shrimp from Petco or any store for a while. They've been coming in with parasites. I was sent pics to identify what it is. Oh, great. She sells shipped shrimp down by the seashore. Ha. I said it, Pam. Dan says, I highly recommend not going with ghost shrimp to keep as pets. Yeah, I like them. They're alright. But, unless you want to do a crazy quarantine and species ID first. Yeah, species ID, yeah. I don't know which type I have. I know they're brackish breeders because they don't breed out, and I've got a male and a female in there. But other than that, I know nothing else about my ghost shrimp other than occasionally I see them munching on a guppy. Jeremy says, I bought a monos as ghost shrimp from Petco before. I got a bag full of monos for 25 cents a piece. That's a score. My monos cost me way more than that. I have 2 mono shrimp. They also don't breed unless they're in brackish. But yeah, they cost a lot more than 25 cents a piece. Like $3, $4, something like that. Oh, why am I tired? Okay. Oh, because I didn't get home until 6 a.m. That's right. Dan says, not that glass/grass shrimp aren't cool to keep, just the fact that they're raised as feeders. Yeah, they raise them in not so great habitats. That's why I stopped feeding them to the ropefish. I used to give them to the ropefish as a treat, to give them something to hunt, and they really loved to eat them, but I just started getting real nervous about how they were coming in. Ooh, Ginger Graves has 1 male and 2 female beta macrostomas in a 20-gallon high, Amber, and she needs some help on their care. Any suggestions on beta macrostomas in a 20 long as a, looks like a trio? William says Amanos breed in freshwater. It's the fry that need brackish. That's correct. That's what I meant to say. They do have eggs and they breed. They just don't, the babies don't survive because they need brackish. Jeremy says, do they even raise glass shrimp? I assume they were all wild caught. I have no idea. Have not done that much research on the glass/grass shrimp. It's not really a shrimp keeper. I'm tired. Huh. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. This is going really good though. This Brazilian Pennywort, this stuff likes to grow out of the water. It's kind of slow. Feels like rubber now. Like in the water, it just feels like a normal plant. This stuff feels like rubber. So does this. This stuff's cool. It's getting the red on the stems. This feels fake. It feels like plastic, like rubber. It's squeaky. And I love it. And I love it. William says you have 1 to 3 days to move the fry or larva from the Amano to brackish or salt water and they have a chance. Yeah, I'm not doing all that. Jeremy says would it really be cheaper for facilities to rear them up over catching them in mass? For Amanos? I don't know, Amanos sell really good. Uh-oh. Everybody, guess what Cichlids 23 found today? I mean, that's directed at Dan Slee, but we're all gonna guess. What did you find today? What could Cichlids 23 have found that Dan Slee would want to know about? Chopsticks nails? Some kind of weird shrimp? Cheerios? Just Shrimp Granny says Cheerios. A worm? Oh, eggs? I saw a picture of a fish. Oh, a fish? What kind of fish? Were your pants on backwards? He did have Captain Crunch today. Okay. Ginger Graves wants to know if anyone's dealt with swim bladder issues. Her Blackmore goldfish has it. He's upside down in a small hospital tank getting daily water changes and he seems constipated. Everybody always says feed peas. Can you get him to eat? Oh, for ghost/grass shrimp. Seems like they'd be too cheap to be worth it. Yeah. Oh, you found a Bishardi. And you didn't have to pay $50 for shipping. Well done. Well done. That's a fish. That's definitely a fish. A Bishardi. You wanna know what my favorite thing is, though, about this pond? When the ropefish run around in there, it looks like Jurassic Park, you know, when the trees move and you can tell there's a dinosaur coming. The wisteria starts moving and I'm like, oh, there's a ropefish moving down there. Cichlids 23 says the pond is looking lush. It is looking pretty good, thank you very much. It needs more here. This stuff needs to keep growing in. It's not doing too shabby. I'm getting some growth here and some growth here. This is all new growth. And that's starting out. Just need more up here. I think. Chattanooga Ed says, hey Dragon, I'm thinking about ropefish but terrified of them coming in sick. It's a good possibility. Quarantine, quarantine, quarantine. I quarantined 4 of them. No, 5 of them. 5 of them, large ones, in a 10-gallon tank. And I did that so that they would get a good dose of medication and I could keep a very close eye on them because they were only going to be in there until they were healthy. So, I cannot stress enough. Ropefish generally come in with this bacterial fungus infection and it's super fast acting. It looks like necrosis. It just eats away at their skin. Erythromycin and general cure and catappa leaves and a water change every day. Every single day a water change. And you gotta dose them to beat that stuff because it is hardcore. But they are all wild caught, so you have got to treat them as if they are coming in with something. Like known coming in with something. I wouldn't put the meds in until you see it. And yes, I would dose all of those meds at once. I would put the general cure and the erythromycin in at the same time that I put in the catappa leaves and do the full dose of all of that. Then the next day I would do a 50% water change. And then the next day I would dose it again according to the instructions on the package of the medicines. But I would not start any kind of medicine regime until I saw a problem. So, day 1, you get them in observation. How do their coats look? Do they look good? Does anybody have any weird spots? Anybody missing any fins? Everybody's barbels look good? Until I see a problem, I'm not putting any meds in the water. But as soon as you see it, if you see them go white and fungusy, you see any white patches, medicate. Because that stuff is going to move hardcore fast on their bodies overnight and tear them up. And then it's going to be real hard to get them back. So yeah, anything like that, treat it. What's up, Brian's Aquatics? Treat it, because they're wild caught. You're never going to know until you see it. They're going to get super stressed out in shipping. Yeah, importing wild caught, be prepared for war. Yeah, not just war, like close observation. Because you don't want to go full out war on something that's healthy. I really hate using medication unless I have to. But with that fungus that they get, that whatever it is, I don't even know what it is. I really want to put it under a microscope, but I don't ever really want to see it again. So, yeah, there's that. But they medicate them when they ship them, especially if you're getting them shipped. They will drug them so that they're calmer in the bags, so they can put them in smaller bags. That usually will make it so that they don't eat for like a week or two after you get them. So when you first get them, they're not going to eat. And they're going to act like they're blind, like they can't find the food. It's because their senses are all messed up from those drugs that they drug them with to calm them down. You got to wait that out. Keep feeding them and keep removing the old food that they don't eat. It's like a 2-week process to get them back to like normal ropefish. Once you get them there, move them into your new set. Now, anytime something gets sick at my house, if I have to treat you with a medicine at my house, your quarantine starts over. 2-week quarantine only starts when you're healthy. So you start it to begin with. If nothing comes up, that fungus scares me too, Chattanooga Ed. That fungus scares me a lot. But all you gotta do is look for white, or like if you see anything where it looks like they're losing their color, or they're getting a white fuzzy patch, or anything that looks like their skin is like starting to have a problem, it's that fungus. It's always that fungus. Just treat them. And I haven't found one single treatment that works. You got to do general cure and erythromycin. It's just how it works. It's either some kind of bacterial parasite, or it's an actual bacterium that is then giving them a fungal infection. And you might even throw some fungus cure in there. I didn't have to use that last time, but yeah. Punchy, we're going to put you in quarantine for months. Brian's Aquatics says, I can never get notifications on time, and I dig your pond. Thanks, bro. Dan says, what's the water chemistry like in the water they're found? Hard versus soft pH. The pH is low. However, the water is like, I think they said, hang on a second. Hang on. Pause. I gotta get a book for that. I gotta get my ropefish book. So this is my ropefish book with all my research in it. Okay. I want to see them come out of the rim too, but they're all sleeping like lazy people. Quarantine's over in about 20 days, Punchy. Pam says, scared to visit Haley. She'll lock me in her basement and treat me for fungus. Yes, I will. For 2 weeks. You gotta be healthy for 2 weeks before you're getting in my house, Pam. I wrote a parody to Spice Girls, If You Want to Be My Lover, called If You Want to Get in My Fish Room. And it's a song about quarantine. It's so lame. Yeah, okay, so where is that terrestrial capture of the ropefish? No. That ain't it. No. Oxygen acquisition, oxygen uptake, aquatic plant life in Africa, Nigeria, temporal. No. That ain't it. Nope. Where did I have that? I had all of the pH values in those rivers somewhere. That ain't it. Oh, where is that info? I really need that info. Nope, that's Ralph Brett's. are all pictures from my collectors. Dang it, Dan, I can't find it. It's like 8.2, but then the TDS is lower. The TDS is like 250, something like that. But I don't have any of the information from the Cross River. That's what's the problem, because all of the information that I could find online was taken from the middle of, like, the middle of bodies of water. And what I really need are the pH values and the water parameter values that are... Yeah, I need some tabs, right? Thanks, Gesture. I'm getting some tabs for my research. I need the pH values and the water quality values that are in, like, more of the floodplain area, and they don't have that. What's the best substrate? Mud. Does that Ropefish book have crappy cell phone pictures in it? Yeah, this has the crappy cell phone pictures in it of their area. Now, they're printed off in black and white. I have them in color as well. Let's see. So these are the traps. These are the traps that they use to catch them. So they're woven reed traps. This is where they go in and they can't get back out. Stumped. Yeah, I'll get the river names from you later. Okay. Thank you, Dansley. There's a bunch of it redacted. Let's see. Yeah, mud. You need mud. Mud for the win. Mud always. That's a basket of ropefish. We use these colanders to sort them out. That's just a basket of ropefish from a collection that they went and did. This other picture. Oh, that's the plant life. I gotta take all my actual pictures of the plants that are around there. I'm gonna take those and show them to Dwayne Kitchell's wife. And she is gonna tell me the plant life that I need. Yeah, these black and white pictures don't do these justice. So, like, you probably can't tell this. This is a floodplain. Okay, so this is all water, but this is like vegetation with water. This is a boat. And then right here in the shallows is where they've put the trap at. So that's a picture of the trap in the water. Not too shabby of a picture. Yeah, see, this trapper, the guy that got me all this information, was from INA Ornamental Fish. So he sent a camera out with his collector, and that's how I got the pictures and the information. They bait their traps with earthworms. So I don't know where this whole palm fruit thing came from. So, yeah. They said they bait everything with earthworms. These are the locations. Oh! You see the green dots? Can you see those? Can you see those on there? 1 and 2. That's where ropefish come from. When are you going to build a DIY fish trap? Good video. I don't know. When do I need to trap fish? When I go to Africa, that's when I'm going to do it. Maybe palm fruit attracts worms or something like a worm that it likes. I agree. Oh, Nola Jane made it. She's got company over, but she's lurking. What's up, girl? Yeah, I got ropefish knowledge here for days. The Delta State, I just need to do a lot more research on the Delta State. Nigeria, that kind of thing. Aquatic plants. This new study though, that they just came out with. Instrumental in my research though. And that's from, so this is the doctor. This is his name, Dr. Asuko. This is the paper Dwayne was talking about. What time's Jeff Rose stream? I don't know, but shut me up before he goes in. Chattanooga says, how high do you think they can jump? I think about having a hole at the top of the lid to grow a plant out of. They can jump 2/3 of their body length. Straight up out the water. Okay, so here's my big problem with traveling to Nigeria. Hopefully you guys can see this. I'm going to get real close and try to explain it. So this is where they did the study. Do you see this red dot up here? That's where they did the study and the collecting for this study that was just put out by the Nigerian doctor. This is the Cross River, okay? And then this area right here in gray is, what is that? That's some kind of national forest. It's like, it's like Cross River National Forest or something. Up here by, Ibukpi Uranin and Akipa and all these little tiny villages out in the middle of nowhere. That's where I need to go. I need to go to the middle of nowhere because, like, the biggest town, there's no big town around here. Like, this is not in Calabar. This is like in the middle of nowhere. Africa. Middle of nowhere. So, yeah. That's my current problem with traveling there, is I have to logistically figure out how to not die. Let's see. They'll climb a tree and escape. No. Prehensile tails, helicopters, trying to plan a trip to the store. I think we're in different time zones. Okay. Anywho, yeah. So, a lot of logistical problems with my trip to Africa, mostly being that my fish is from the middle of absolute nowhere. I would climb a tree right now if I could. But yeah, they can jump pretty high. Cycles 23 says about 25 minutes from now. Okay, so Jeff Rose is going live in 25 minutes. Uh-oh, there's a ropefish moving down there. I just saw a lily or a lotus leaf go. It's like Jurassic Park in there. They hang out in the vegetation and they move it, and then you can tell where they're at. I'm going to try and get that video that I did with the snake cam edited and out for you guys in the next, like, as soon as I shut this down. So hopefully that'll be cool and you can see them hanging out in the macaroni. Then you guys can scrutinize the video like I'm going to scrutinize it and see if you see anything that looks like a little black egg or a little tiny larva. Because I didn't see anything. Cyclops23 says, have they jumped out in Rome since the original flight? Oh yeah. Yeah, the males jump out all the time. They're not doing it right now because they're nocturnal, I would assume. But especially during water changes, they like to jump around during that. What's up, Sunshine? And I'm guessing at night they do a lot of jumping around because when I come home, I check this and it's like middle of the morning, like 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, and I open it up and check it, and every time I open it up, somebody goes boop like a frog. Like, peruse and scrutinize. Yes, please peruse and scrutinize the video I'm going to put out and see if you see anything I don't see. But yeah, it's like little frogs. You ever like walked up on a pond and a frog like jumped down? That's what it's like. They're like hanging out and then they jump down. And sometimes they're just hanging out like in the plants up here. Sometimes they're like all the way up. But yeah, they definitely still jump. For sure. Chattanooga Ed says, I'm going to ask more questions later as they pop in my head. You do that, Chattanooga Ed. Because that's how we learn things. I have lots of questions. My problem is, the answers are not like Wikipedia-able. Wikipedia lies. Wikipedia lies. My ponds went green. My ponds are green. I blame Lucas. I never had green water before I met him. Jeremy says, do you have multiple bathtubs in your house? No, just one. Do you have multiple bathtubs in your house? Ask the Google knows not. Oh, you're thinking second pond? I just need to build another pond. That's what needs to happen. This lotus is looking fly, though. Yeah, green water wizard for sure. The purple on these is intense. Can you see that? Is that coming through? Purple. FishTube says I still have green water as well a bit. It's not fun to battle. Yeah, it's not fun if you're battling it. If you just embrace it, it's pretty awesome. Because Lucas has found so many, well, I have found so many babies in green water tanks that Lucas didn't even know he had. Like, he didn't know he bred Emperor Tetras, and I'm like, bro, this Tetra tank that's full of Tetras, that's been green water since I've worked for you, that is now clear as whistle, there's baby Emperor Tetras in it. And they're, like, big. Like, they've gotten big. They've been in there for a minute. And he's like, oh, dude. I'm like, yeah. Yeah. Dan says, how does the tiger lotus look underwater? Freaking baller. You want to see this? Hang on. Come here, phone. Switch it around. What do you think of that? It's looking pretty baller, right? There's that one, and there's this big one. Block this light. And then there's another one over there. And there's another little one right there. And then there's some wisteria. And this jungle val, I don't think the jungle val likes the noodle. Looks so natural even though it's handmade. I don't know about natural. Maybe because of lack of iron, yeah, for sure. That it's not more red. Yeah, I mean, I got that one that went pretty red. But the underneath of them is like super purple. It's like really purple. Which I think is awesome. But yeah, I don't dose the easy iron. I only dose the easy green. And honestly, I haven't been dosing this pond just because I don't really want to add a bunch of stuff to it. And the TDS has already been like 300. Yeah, they look good red or not, right? I mean, like that one's red. But it just came up out the water today. This is cool. This is turning red. All the stems are turning red on this. They're not red in the water, but they're, well, I guess they're a little bit. Like that one. But this is turning like really red. I don't like it a lot. That's the Brazilian Pennywort. I love this. This stuff is amazing. I got some growing out over there as well. I got a whole pile of trash over there. And that's about it. And a noodle. What are the immersed stems? What, like this stuff? This is, this plant in its normal form. And it's some kind of, Ludwigia, I think? I don't know. I got it from Lucas Brett's. I think it's, what the heck is this? Why am I spacing the name of this thing? I think it's, why do I want to call this Rotala rotundifolia? I'm spacing the name right now, guys. Indica? I don't think it's indica. I think it's rotundifolia. Or possibly Ludwigia of some kind. I don't really remember. I'm not super hardcore about it. I just needed something that would immerse grow, and this stuff immerse grows really well. It's not Bacopa. It's not got a big enough leaf to be Bacopa. And I think the only Bacopa that Lucas has is Bacopa Carolina. It is not pearlweed, Chattanooga Ed. Yeah, it looks like immerse grown Rotalia. I think it's Rotala rotundifolia. I'm not 100% sure about that. Don't quote me on that. But I think that's what it is. And then this stuff, look how deep this stuff goes. This is insane. This is all thick. All the way down. Like, oh, there's a ropefish. There's a ropefish right there. Oh, I scared it. Now it's gone. But yeah, that goes all the way down. It's like super thick all the way down. All the way down in there is just a jungle. Shelby says it looks like Bacopa. I don't know. I'm sure the Green Water Wizard knows. But it's my day off, so I'll have to talk to him right now. Even though it's very possible he's lurking and waiting to say something that he thinks is funny. Get back up there, phone. So yeah, that's a plant that I'm growing. Loving the wild wisteria, yeah. Just says I don't see it on the website. I don't know that he's selling it on the website. I think it's Rotala, though. Yeah, it's gonna look amazing when it takes off, right, Dan? Like, it's finally getting a foothold. Trying to grow this immersed has been a task. But it's finally getting a foothold, and it's gonna look bomb. Lucas does love pearlweed. That is his desert island plant. I don't think the pearlweed in Ohio Fish Rescue's pond made it, though. They put out a video the other day, and I was looking in the pond. They were showing the pond, and I'm like, I don't see any of those plants. I told him those catfish and those gar, we're going to eat those plants. Thank you, Jeremy. I love my wisteria. It looks fantastic. Everybody hates on it because it goes crazy and wild and overtakes everything, and I'm like, who doesn't love a jungle, man? Who does not love a jungle look? Jungle look is fantastic. And it produces and produces and produces. I'm still waiting on the 100 most immersed Anubias plants. Well, I mean, if you send me some. Anubis is on my list of stuff that I want to go in here. I'm trying some crypts. I got a couple of little baby crypts that I planted to see if I can immerse grow those. Can you immerse grow crypts? We're going to find out. Jess Shrimp says, I'll see you guys in Jeffro's stream. She's got to run to the store. I got to call the bear and see if he's bringing home food. They went to the grandparents' house. So hopefully he's bringing home food. It's also probably time to shut this ropefish pond so that they can get back to their normal humidity. Jess says, I saw someone growing Anubis in Rubbermaid containers. Me too. I've seen that. I want to do a whole bunch of them. It still grows really slow, though. And then they have to convert when they if you put them underwater, so there's that. But yeah, I'm pretty down with the immersed grown Anubis. That's why I've kind of been keeping the back area open. Like, I put a bunch of this up here and tried to get it really established in this Pennywort. I'm hoping will grow up here. And then I'm hoping I can do that back wall with, like, the Anubis and maybe, I don't know, something else that'll withstand the high humidity. I'm not really sure. But yeah, I'm going to keep that for, like, maybe some more specific plants. Jeremy says the crypts that came in my mail yesterday were immersed grown, so I'd say yes. Well, good. That's going to fare well for that baby crypt. I'm going to try and do some immersed grown crypts, like right here. Then this will go all the way around there, and then in the back there probably is where the Anubis is going to go, and then something else over here, I'm not really sure. I'm still trying to design the plant situation on the top. It's going well, though. Need more plants. Isn't that always the problem? I need more plants, and I need more fish. And I need these fish to get randy with each other. That'd be great. That would be great. Okay, so if anybody has any more questions, now it's time to ask them, because I'm getting tired, and more tanks. I always need more tanks, Jess. Everyone needs more tanks. Yeah, I'm getting tired, and I still got... I think I'm going to go mow the yard before the bear gets home. So the bear won't mow the yard because it hurts him in his shoulder, his injuries and such. More tanks, more ponds. Yeah, I need more ponds for sure. That's for sure. What's up, you crazy? So yeah. I think I'm going to have to shut this down, make sure the bear's bringing food, and go mow the yard. Because it's time to be a dragon. All the ponds. I need all the ponds. Yes, bring me all the ponds. Greg Woodstock, if you're ever watching, I need a ropefish pond. An outdoor, heated, year-round ropefish pond. Can you please design that for me and also build it? Thank you. Thank you, Greg Woodstock. Alright. Y'all be good. Thanks for hanging out with me. And listening to me ramble about my ropefish and my nonsense. And make sure you're living your best life, because that's all that's important. Is live your best life and be you. Because haters gonna hate. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, people? Okay. Anyways, FishTube, Pam, Jess, Parlay to Spirit, You Crazy William, everybody, Dan the man. You need to email me later. I'll talk to you guys later. You guys live your best life and put in more fish tanks, because everyone needs more fish tanks. Bye.